Okay, da sind wir wieder zurück. So. Wir wollten ja jetzt Pattinsons Wohnsitz besuchen. Da wollen wir mal loslegen.
Yes? Hello?
Mrs. Patterson.
Is this about my husband?
We're investigating the incident, ma'am.
I see. Come in, won't you?
We wanted to give you the facts about the accident, ma'am.
I appreciate that, but I think I know most of them already, Detective. He was hit by a car, now he's dead. What more is there to tell?
Pardon me, but you don't appear to be too upset about it.
Lester and I met on a furlough in '44. We got married that weekend. People don't understand it now, but that happened a lot back then.
I see. So you probably did well to stick together this long.
Ach, für all die neu dabei sind, das Game heißt L.A Noire.
What's that supposed to mean, mister? I think it's about time you left. I have someone here, and
Beg your pardon? You're gonna have to run that one by us again, sister.
It's okay, Lorna. I'm Leroy Sabo.
Well, well. Nice to see you're comforting the grieving widow, Mr. Sabo.
All right, wise guy. Do you have any intelligent questions you would like me to answer?
You can confirm Mrs. Patterson's story.
Lester lost at cards. He was kind of hard to control when he lost his temper. He turned without looking and walked right out in front of the car. It wasn't good.
What's your relationship with Mrs. Patterson, Mr. Sabo?
We're friends. Good friends.
You expect me to believe that?
Look, I was filing for divorce. Mental cruelty. Lester could be a mean son of a bitch.
And Lester knew about that?
No, I hadn't told him.
Well, hasn't this worked out well for the two of you? I feel almost bad for busting in on this little rendezvous.
Dann wollen wir mit der Befragung beginnen, ne?
How did the car come to hit Lester?
He walked straight into the path of an oncoming car.
Sie lügt.
You expect me to believe that, Lorna? It's all very convenient.
Gambling for Lester was like the needle for a hophead. He was yelling at me. He was yelling at the whole world. Kind of felt sorry for the driver. Poor guy had no chance.
Hi, wie geht's dir?
You were arguing in the bar and on the sidewalk?
We were always arguing. So what?
Na, die lügt immer noch.
Admit it. You were baiting him, pushing his buttons. We can easily get the full story from the regulars in the bar.
All right. Lester was playing cards out back. He lost, of course, and wanted back in. He suggested I earn the money on my back to get a mistake. That was the proposition he was putting to his so-called buddy.
Ach, mir geht's ganz gut. Bis noch ein bisschen Erkältung, aber sonst ist alles in Ordnung.
Let's just say I took exception to his idea.
The bartender said that you and Leroy were planning to go into business together. Can you explain how you'll get the money to do that?
I have a little money saved away.
Die lügt immer noch, die ganze Zeit.
Sabo has no money. This place can't be worth much. Where is the money coming from?
My father left me this house and some money. Lester took out a second mortgage. I held on to the money and kept my mouth shut. And that's all I'm going to say on the subject.
You and Mr. Sabo have an interesting day.
I'm sure we will, officer. Now, if you could both just leave.
We're leaving, ma'am. Sorry for your loss. I can see what a tough time you're having with all this. Come on, Phelps.
Okay.
Let's make ourselves scarce.
Noch immer mit dem Erkennungsdienst telefonieren.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Messages, please.
Just one, detective from the coroner. Message reads, Phelps, see me at Central Morgue immediately. Results of the Patterson autopsy.
Thanks, ma'am.
Dann fahren wir mal ins Leichenschauhaus, würde ich sagen. Und sprechen mit dem Gerichtsmediziner. Schauen, was er zu sagen hat.
I'm out of here, Lorna. I got a business to run.
You can drive. All right. Where to?
Wie immer lasse ich meinen Partner fahren.
You coming, Stefan?
Do your job. I'll do mine.
Dann gehen wir mal da rein. Ein falsches Büro. Hier.
We can put the driver in front of a judge in less than a week.
You'd be making a big mistake.
Run that by me again?
The victim was dead before the car hit him. 2 puncture wounds to the right side of the thorax. Second puncture reached his heart.
You're kidding me.
Been doing this job 23 years, son. No one's ever laughed at one of my jokes.
He was stabbed to death?
Long, sharp knife. Length of a bayonet.
So the hit and run was a cover-up.
I'd say he was stabbed twice at very close quarters. Both wounds thrusting upwards and then pushed in front of the car.
Easy, Tiger.
Clever, really. I almost missed it. The trajectory of the wounds was all wrong if he was impaled by the hood ornament. Find the knife, detectives.
Yes, sir.
It all comes back to the crime scene.
Dann suchen wir mal die Mordwaffe. Wir
We
müssen
need to
nochmal
hit
zum
Race
Tatort
one more
zurück.
time and draw for evidence.
Wir haben irgendwas vergessen. Diesmal fahre ich, komm.
You're taking the next left.
All units of 459 just
Oh, wir haben einen Einsatz vorher noch.
any unit to handle code 2 identified.
Fahren wir erstmal zum Einsatz.
Take the next left.
Wir müssen Gas geben.
Turn right when you can.
Langer Weg bis dahin.
Right turn, coming up.
All units of 459
Da ist der Einsatz.
occurred at 6th and Sarah's. Any unit to handle code 2 identified.
Up on the roof, officer. He has a mask on his face. I caught sight when he shoved past me, but be careful. I saw him waving a gun.
Dann schauen wir mal, wo er ist. Da oben. Dann verfolgen wir ihn mal.
Give it up now. Make it easy on yourself.
Get the hell away from me!
Komm, bleib stehen. Erledigt. Jetzt lassen wir unseren Partner wieder
Can you
fahren.
drive to this one?
Oh, danke für den Like schon auf YouTube. Dann schauen wir mal, was wir hier vergessen haben. Irgendwas fehlt uns hier noch. Was haben wir hier? Oh,
I'm sure Carruthers will confirm this as the murder weapon.
blutiges Messer.
Let's talk to Leroy. See him explain his way out of this.
Dann verhaften wir mal Leroy.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Gucken, was uns da erwartet. Jo, das sieht nach unserem Täter aus.
Bitch right there. William Shelton?
Yes?
Der haut jetzt
Doesn't
ab.
look good, Shelton. You packing your bags and making a run for it? You know why we're here.
Yes. The accident.
We've got witnesses who can put this car at the scene, not to mention the physical damage. This is open and shut, Shelton.
Ja, war ja klar, ne? Ab hinterher.
That coward thinks he can run from everything.
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
Oh, scheiße. Entschuldigung.
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
No wonder he killed someone, driving like this.
Komm schon.
Don't let that asshole get away.
Bleib stehen, Junge. Ja, der fährt nicht mehr weit.
Heading into the station. Go on, get after him.
All right, I give
Komm,
up.
bleib stehen.
How does a vehicular manslaughter rap sound, Shelton?
I hit him. I admit it. I just panicked, but it wasn't my fault.
What do you mean?
The guy jumped right out in front of me. He came out of nowhere. There's nothing I could do about it.
Why didn't you stop?
I've had accidents before.
That's it. We're done here. The DA is gonna love you.
They weren't all my fault. I'm a surveyor. I need my license for my job. There were people around. A woman and a man were standing right next to him. I thought they could get him to a hospital. I'm telling you, it's not my fault.
The guy is dead, Shelton.
You can't be serious.
William Shelton, you're coming downtown. We need to talk about a manslaughter charge.
So, aber der Fall ist anscheinend noch nicht erledigt. müssen wir noch hin?
You're behind the wheel.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Wir sind nochmal zu Race Café. Hatten wir nicht alles?
What do you think?
You remember what the coroner said? We don't leave Ray's until we find the last piece of that puzzle.
Da fehlt uns immer noch was. Okay.
You know the way. You can drive.
Müssen wir halt nochmal dahin.
So, where you want to go?
Müssen wir halt nochmal gucken, was uns fehlt. Irgendwas haben wir übersehen schon wieder. Ah, okay, die
Leroy
Befragung.
Sambo, you're under arrest for the murder of Lester Patterson.
Not gonna happen, fellas.
Oh!
Go.
Scheiße.
I'll bring the car around and head him off.
It's too late, Sabo.
Okay, erledigt.
You look spooked, Phelps. I thought you'd been under fire before.
It never gets any easier, Bukowski.
Have patrol pick up Mrs. Patterson.
So, I give you a hit and run, you bring me back fraud, conspiracy, and first-degree murder. This is how a good detective operates, Phelps. You take nothing at face value. You keep digging and asking questions until you get to the truth. You got some sharp elbows on you, detective. I like that. Keep up the good work.
Ich glaube, wir haben das Kapitel beendet, oder? Ja. Wenn du die Beweise einer eher zusammengestellt hättest, hättest du sowohl Lorna als auch Leroy überführen können. Okay, na gut. Gefundene Hinweise 9 von 9. Fragen richtig 9 von 10. Das ist nicht schlecht. Weiter zum nächsten Fall. A Salve of the Tongu.
Phelps, Bukowski. B-Cop says he located a green Kaiser Fraser from the hot sheet. Address is 6 West 2nd Street. Get over there and see what you can find out. Go on. Sorry to inconvenience you.
We're on it, Captain.
Ach, ich will was anderes machen. Neues Outfit aussuchen. Was nehmen wir denn für eins? Das würde ich sagen. Sieht schick aus.
I swear the more bent cars we bring in, the longer the hot sheet gets.
It pays the rent, though. Keeps Mrs. Phelps in the manner to which she's accustomed.
I'm not sure she'd agree with you.
Passionate, romantic type like you, Cole?
Wo ist unser Auto?
I don't believe it.
Ja.
Try to keep up.
On my way.
You coming, Stefan?
Fahren wir zum Einsatz.
They're calling her the Dahlia now. Wonder what Veronica Lake makes of that one.
What a case. You hear whether they're making any progress?
Oops.
But Captain Donnelly seems to think they have it all wrapped up. Brown and Green are sweating this Manley character. I heard it'll be in front of a grand jury by next week.
Fourth,
Musst ja auch nicht immer hier Platz machen.
careful enough being murdered like that without having your death strewn all over the front pages.
Kommen alle mitten in den Weg immer. So, was haben wir hier?
That's the car, Cole. Just pulling out of the drive. Get it.
Okay. Einmal Verfolgungsjagd.
Remember, we need him healthy enough to answer questions.
1247, Detective Phelps, requesting immediate backup in pursuit of a stolen green Kaiser Frazer from 6 West 2nd Street.
Upp.
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
Scheiße. Hätten ihn fast gehabt.
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
Komm schon. Lass uns nicht entwischen.
Give yourself up! Now!
All right. Maybe I was a couple miles over the speed limit.
Get bracelets on him, Phelps. I'll call it in.
Hands behind your head!
Und wir haben ihn.
Why did you run from us?
I saw a big car in my rearview mirror with two tough guys bearing down on me. What would you do?
What's your name?
Cliff Harrison.
You're under arrest.
For what? What are you talking about?
Nice try. I'm talking about the car being stolen.
You're out of your mind. I bought the car, and I've got the paperwork to prove it.
Coombs Automotive Company.
Looks like we'll have some questions for the people at Coombs Automotive.
So. Fahrzeug als gestohlen gemeldet.
You purchased this car from Coombs Automotive Company?
Yeah, that's right.
And the ownership papers?
From the same place.
Schauen wir mal.
If this is a forgery, it's top-notch. This will need to be traced. Who did you deal with at Coombs Automotive?
The owner, Richard Coombs.
And he made out the bill of sale personally?
Of course he did. He kept a facsimile for his records. Check with him.
You have a criminal record, Mr. Harrison?
No, nothing like that.
You better give us something, Cliff, or we're gonna make this hard on you.
I didn't steal the car. I ran because I've got some wacky backy in the glove compartment.
Ah, okay.
How much, Cliff?
One reefer.
We'll let it slide. You're in enough trouble. We're going to get to the bottom of this.
Alle drei Fragen
Until
richtig.
we do, you're going downtown.
You gotta be kidding me. I'm getting arrested for buying a goddamn car?
If everything is legit, Harrison, you'll be out soon. Until then, if I were you, I'd keep my mouth shut.
Bag his possessions as evidence and have him arraigned for grand theft auto.
Right, Detective.
Do you know who my father is?
We need to get to Coombs Auto and check out Harrison's story.
Can you drive to this one?
Lass mal einen Partner wieder
Where are we
fahren.
going?
another step. I have got a Buick Century sedan that would be absolutely perfect for...
Detective Phelps, LAPD, are you the owner?
That's right. Richard Coombs at your service. You looking to trade in a black and white, boys?
Mr. Coombs, we're investigating an auto theft. A man by the name of Cliff Harrison claims he bought the car here.
Well, some people would say that my cars are a steal. That's a joke, son.
Very amusing, Mr. Coombs.
I remember Harrison. It was a green two-tone Kaiser Frazer, if I remember right.
Do you have the bill of sale?
It's in my office. Walk this way.
Das scheint wohl ganz lustig zu halten.
Phelps, you mind if I shoot this guy? He's getting on my nerves.
I look for the ideal customer, son, and you ain't halfway dumb enough.
Schauen wir mal, was wir hier haben.
Here it is. Got the original pink slip there, too.
Gene Archer, 146 North Fremont Avenue.
Auf der Rückseite. Wir müssen gleich zur Druckerei, schätze ich mal, fahren.
Harrison's purchase receipt was legit, at least.
Dann befragen wir mal ihn.
We have a couple of questions.
All right, fellas. Shoot.
Do you know anything about the company that prints these pink slips?
Nope. Should I? It isn't exactly my business.
It says Marquee Printing. You've never heard of them?
Marquee. Sure. They do all the government red tape. You'll find the place down on Aliso Street near San Pedro.
Can you tell us how you came to buy the car?
Girl just wandered in right off the street.
You need to give us something, Coombs, if you don't want to be implicated in this.
Yap, yap, yap. Son, your problem is that your gums keep flapping, but you do no listening.
Mann, ist der nervig.
Can you describe this Gene Archer?
Brunette, maybe 25, 26. Little on the plump side, but not bone ugly.
What was your impression of her?
Kind of harried and harassed. In a hurry to go somewhere, but no place to go. You get to know the type.
This was all above board.
Yes, of course it was.
Das glaube ich nicht so ganz.
Did this look legitimate to you, Coombs?
I'm in used cars, son, not bearer bonds. In my business, you don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Now don't come on all high and mighty with me if you want my help.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Coombs. We need to continue the investigation.
Hope you sort out your problem with Mr. Harrison. Go easy on him, son. Boy's about as sharp as a bowling ball. He's built too low. The fastballs fly over his head.
Let me shoot this guy, please. You have a pleasant day, Mr. Coombs.
Okay.
Well, Harrison might be off the hook, but we can still run an APB on Gene Archer. Get on the horn and call it in.
Rufen wir da mal wieder an.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Requesting an APB on Gene Archer, age approximately 25, on suspicion of grand theft auto.
I'll relay the information.
Messages for me, please.
James Velasco is being held at Central Station on suspicion of GTA. Possible link to the Harrison case. They're waiting on you to conduct the interview.
Thank you.
Dann werden wir James Belasco verhören.
You know what? I think he's telling the truth.
Some of the most convincing people you will ever listen to are born liars. Usually they're called politicians.
Fahren wir ins Revier.
Here's a chicken and egg question for you. Do you think you have to be an asshole to sell cars? Or that selling cars turns you into an asshole?
You've got it in for everyone today, haven't you?
I've always got it in for car salesmen. Doesn't matter what day it is. And why did...
Wieder ein Wahrzeichen entdeckt.
Maybe the more annoying way are, the quicker you sign on the dotted
Gleich einen
line.
Einsatz dazu bekommen.
The hell out of there.
Fahren wir da erstmal hin.
Paperwork all looked above board, and he seemed like a clean-cut kid.
Uh-huh. Well, I get it now. You see some kid who's basically you 5 years ago and assume he's got to be...
Da ist er. Alles auf der anderen Seite, ne?
11K, go ahead with the further.
11K, you're 211 is at Angels Flight, 3rd and Hill Street. 11K, code 3.
Komm, wir nehmen den harten Weg.
Angel's Flight. Probably some tourist flashing too much cash.
Jo, wir nehmen den harten Weg.
What took you so long? They're getting away.
What happened here, sir?
They had guns. Dirty louses took everything and then booked. They went that way, the stairs alongside the track.
Okay. Dann wird es vielleicht in der Schießerei enden.
You look like a rat with a gold tooth wearing a watch like this. It takes a man of class. But we agreed to go 50-50. 50-50? You gotta be kidding. Who paid for the damn guns?
LAPD!
Okay.
Cops! Give me some cover! Taking a run for the car. Stop him, Phelps.
Oh, der will wegfahren. Da haben wir ihn.
Car 11K, shots fired. The suspect is down at 3rd and Hill. It's code 4 here, but I need an ambulance.
11K, roger on the ambulance. All units, the shooting at 3rd and Hill Street is code 4. Code 4.
Fahren wir jetzt zur Wache. Wollen wir ihn mal verhören?
Detectives, Belasco is prepped and ready in 2. Another stolen car with legit papers.
Thanks.
I don't care.
Fragen wir ihn mal.
Crummy bat.
James Belasco?
I want a lawyer. It's my car and I got the proof right here. Take a look for yourself.
Papiere sind bestimmt gefälscht.
The paper is real enough, Belasco, but the car isn't yours. This pink slip is a forgery.
Fangen wir mal mit den Fragen an.
Does the name Jean Archer mean anything to you?
Nope. Never heard of her.
Er lügt doch.
You want my partner here to convince you that you do know her?
I'm giving you the straight dope. I don't know no Gene Archer.
Where were you taking the car, James?
Blow it off, Greenhorn. You'll get nothing from me.
You're a two-time loser. If you don't give me something, I'm gonna ask the DA for the maximum. You're looking at 10 years, Belasco. Kiss your youth goodbye.
I want a deal.
Keep talking and we'll see what sort of deal you're worth.
My job is to drive the cars out of state. Nevada, Arizona, sometimes New Mexico. With the paperwork they provide, it's normally a breeze.
What happens to the cars once they cross over the state lines?
I don't know. I just deliver them.
Give me something, Belasco, or I'll take you back to the cells and tell the whole station you're a child molester. How long do you think you'll last?
Okay. I hear you. The cars get sold in Chicago or back east. Sometimes I bring back cars coming the other way.
Where do you pick up the cars, Belasco?
Warehouses. Mainly in East downtown.
Liegt immer noch.
An address, Belasco. You want my help with the DA? Cough it up, now.
A place on Industrial Street. I don't know the number. You're gonna help me out, right?
Keep talking, kid, and we'll see what we can do.
All right, James. We're gonna check if this information is worth anything.
And if it is, I need your help here, pal.
If it is, then we'll know you're a man of your word, and so will the DA.
You're Phelps, right?
Yes, I am. Look, can we do this later? I'm in the middle of it.
Ray Pinker. I'm with Technical Services. The pink slips are all real.
Yes, we know that.
There's only one company that prints them in California, the Marquee Printing Company. They've confirmed that the numbers are legitimate.
You've checked them out?
Sure. They're on Aliso Street, near the corner of San Pedro. The guy I spoke to was Lightval. Gordon Lightval. Here, I wrote it down.
Gehen wir da mal hin zu
Thanks,
ihm.
Ray. This is a great lead. We'll get down there as soon as we can.
Oh, little twist. She was 13. Phelps, your GTA suspect, Gene Archer, spotted by a patrolman. Western Union office, 253 South Hill. Less than a minute away down the street.
Dann rennen wir doch mal. Wir müssen ja nicht immer das Auto nehmen.
His mother would be proud of him.
Schmeiß mal eben mal die Passanten hier um. Ist doch egal.
LAPD. We'll take it from here.
God damn it. Everyone's against me. Look, just let me get my money and get out of here, okay? You look sweet. How about giving a girl a break? I could be very nice.
I'm afraid I can't do that, Miss Archer. Stefan, call for black and white.
Just my luck to get the only hair sure cop in the LAPD.
The car you sold to Coombs was stolen, Miss Archer. There won't be any money.
I handed over all the right paperwork when I sold it, Buster.
Gene, you've blown open the whole operation because you were dumb enough to try to sell one of the cars. What do you think they're going to do to you? Give me something.
I was just doing what they do. They paid me $50 to drive the car. I made $2 grand selling it.
You made zero. And if they catch you, you're dead. Is that all your life's worth?
Look, a girl needs things. I don't see you looking out for me.
How long have you and Belasco been delivering cars?
Who is James Belasco?
Ich weiß bestimmt, wer das ist.
He's your boyfriend. He's the guy you boost cars with. He gave you up. He thinks you're so dumb you'd steal a free sample.
So I'm no genius. I make the best with what I've got. Why are you so cruel?
You decided to make this hard on yourself, Gene. Let's see how you handle the hard time.
Wir sperren sie jetzt ein, oder? Ja.
I'm at a loss.
Try the marquee printing place? No harm in following the paper trail.
Wo? Marquis Druckerei. Druckerei. Wo ist die denn? Wo fahren wir hin?
You can drive. Friendly girl. Used to get...
Dann befragen wir ihn doch mal.
And what can I do for you, gentlemen?
I'm a traffic detective from Central Division. Who's in charge here?
I am, Gordon Lightfall. What's this about?
We understand that your company prints California vehicle titles.
Yes, I have the government contract to print pink slips. Have done for some years.
Have you had any goods or equipment stolen recently? We're running up against stolen cars with seemingly legitimate paperwork.
Not recently. Have you ruled out forgery? There's no shortage of talented artists in this town.
We'll keep it in mind.
Okay.
We have some questions for you, Mr. Lightfall.
Befragen wir ihn mal.
Do the names Cliff Harrison and James Belasco mean anything to you?
No, they do not.
Wer sagt die Wahrheit?
You sure you don't know either of them?
Never heard of either gentleman.
Do you have a delivery ledger, Mr. Lightfall? We would like to cross-check against the Coombs Automotive Emporium.
It's a little out of the ordinary, Detective. I'm not sure I can share those sorts of records.
Hand it over, Lightball. You don't want us having bad thoughts about you, do you?
Very well, but this really is irregular. Over here.
Schauen wir da rein. Und wir haben ein neues Outfit freigeschaltet. Das Sunset Strip Outfit.
Names, unusual addresses, anything out of the ordinary.
You certainly encourage repeat business, Lightball. This Mr. Bigelow is a good customer. Mr. Lightball, we're currently working 2 auto theft cases. Do you know anything about a car theft ring?
Certainly not. Why would I get mixed up in a thing like that?
We have suspects with legitimate pink slips that were printed here, Lightfall. You better give me something before I bring the whole department down here.
Don't be hysterical, Detective. As a matter of fact, we had a similar problem a couple of years ago. A number of used car lots were selling blank documents to a criminal organization.
Sorry to bother you, sir. We'll let you know if there are any developments.
Well, I trust you've got all that you need.
I'm stumped. Ideas?
We could always try the address Archer gave. Maybe she's dumb enough to be sitting at home waiting for us.
Fahr mal dahin. Im Lagerhaus.
You're behind the wheel.
Das Outfit da angucken. Okay, Sunset Strip. Und da wieder eine Schießerei.
We should call for a couple of black and whites. Get Fleischer down here.
I thought you Marines were gung-ho, Cole. You have a 45. Don't you ever want to use it?
I'll take the back. Just give me a few seconds to get around there.
Cole Phelps, LAPD. All of you are coming downtown with me.
Look sharp, it's the cops.
Jo, das gibt eine Schießerei. Eine große. Oh.
Throw out the guns.
Komm raus da aus der Deckung. Schon. Wir wurden getroffen. Oh. Schnell nach oben. Komm schon. Da ist er da.
How long do you think you can hold out?
Okay, den haben wir. Oh, da ist noch einer. Bestimmt sind oben noch welche.
I don't want to get drilled in the back on the way out. Stay down.
Komm schon.
I'm gonna put holes in you, asshole.
Stay in cover.
Na.
Try the door at the end. I heard something.
All right, don't shoot.
You'll get nothing from me.
Okay, dann schauen wir mal in die Papiere.
Marquee Printing Company. There's nothing like going direct to the source.
Guck mal in dem Buch hier.
There are enough slips here to keep them stealing cars till Christmas.
Hier haben wir noch was.
A betting slip. Looks like Mr. Lightfall has been on a losing streak.
We've got a trail of pink slips and stolen cars that leads right to your door, Bigelow. You're in this up to your neck, but I don't think you're the man in charge. Make it easier on yourself. Give him up.
I do work on cars for customers. You charge in here shooting up the place like it's the Ballad of Bulge. I can't give you anything.
We know about marquee printing. You can make this easier on yourself by giving us your man on the inside.
I sometimes repair cars and put them back on the road. I need a pink slip to resell them. There's no problem there.
There are at least 4 dead men in this warehouse. A couple more. Punks won't make for that much extra paperwork. We'd be doing the legal system a favor.
Okay, tough guy. I get the message. Lightfall, the guy who runs Marquee. He's the big shot. He likes to spend big at the track. He owes people.
Lightfall, the guy with no luck at the track. Tell me about him.
It's one of the guys lying over there. You're right. He has no luck.
So if I go over there and check his jacket, your story's gonna ring true? I'm warning you, Bigelow.
Give it a try, Flatfoot. For some reason, none of my guys like to bring ID to work.
Whether you give up your bosses or not, Bigelow, you're going away for as long as I can put you there.
We'll see. I didn't fire a shot, copper. I just watched you tear my place up.
Dann wollen wir Gordon Lightwolf festnehmen. Wir Schaulustigen hier.
Show's over. Keep moving, all of you. Clear this area immediately. This is a secure area. You all need to leave. This is a crime scene. All of you move along.
That's the guy. I heard he's a...
You drive. I need to go over the case
Dann
notes.
verhaften wir ihn mal.
And where exactly are we going?
You're under arrest.
You again? This harassment is starting to wear thin.
We found a box of pink slips in a warehouse full of hot cars. You signed for them, Lightball.
I signed for all the orders and deliveries. You'll need something better than that, cowboy.
Lügt doch.
Your money and influence will be worthless in San Quentin. If you don't go crazy in the first couple of months, then you'll probably get knifed in the chow line. Is that what you want?
Save it for the suckers, detective. You'll get nothing from me.
Gordon Lightball, I'm charging you with conspiracy and fraud. Hands behind your back.
Das war ein Fehler. Es gibt nämlich jetzt Ärger.
Now where shall I start? With the two GTA suspects we had to let walk free? Or with the female suspect, who I am reliably told, slipped the leash with embarrassing ease? You just lost the chance to crack one of the biggest criminal operations in this city. How do you think that makes me look? The chief has my balls in a frying pan! Now get out there and fill some charge sheets. Misdemeanors if you have to. Get me something before I even think about giving you another case.
Das gab Ärger. Auch der Fall ist abgeschlossen. Ich würde sagen, ich bin in 5 Minuten oder so wieder da. Kleine Pause, bin gleich wieder da. Okay, dann machen wir weiter.
My family runs a shipping business in San Francisco. We used to have 2 ships a week to Tokyo. We've been in shipping for 2 generations, Hank. I've never been on a voyage anywhere. I feel like Odysseus in the beginning of his journey.
The Odyssey took 10 years, Cole.
This is the American century. America can rule the world after we win this war.
We need to stay alive, Cole. These men are counting on us. Have you heard what the veterans are saying to each other?
No.
Golden Gate in 48. That's 4 more hard years of fighting.
Das gefallene Idol. Ich meine auch, dass das Finale ist. In dem Dezernat.
Phelps, Bukowski, you have a new case. 2 women, possible drink drive.
How is that a case?
The broad says she was doped and that somebody tried to kill her.
Where did this take place?
That's the bit you're gonna love. Right across the street.
What?
A Chevy Styline took a nosedive off the escarpment, fetched up underneath a Cola King billboard. Up to it, boys. We got bad guys to catch.
I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you've made it if you got that desk.
See you later, fellers. Try not to work too hard.
Look at you bantering with the boys. Brings a tear to my eye watching my caterpillar grow wings.
I'm just trying to fit in.
Da können wir doch eben auch selber hinfahren.
Hardworking, straight as an arrow. Hate to break it to you, Cole, but you'll have to fit in with something.
Try to keep up, Stefan.
All right, all right.
Stop just ahead. Her face looks familiar.
Well, that's June Ballard, Tarzan's sister, beast of the Amazon. She's married to Guy McAfee. The captain has moved to Vegas now, but the 2 of them still have juice. Phelps, traffic.
Detective Phelps. Hey, Bukowski. Long time no see.
Called this in by megaphone, Enrique. Phelps, this is Enrique Gonzalez. Enrique was a pretty decent middleweight. What do we have, Gonzalez?
Broad drives right through the empty lot and off the side of the escarpment. Her story is that a movie producer doped her and her friend and sent the car over the cliff.
Was anyone hurt?
Driver's beat up. Not too bad considering. If she hadn't hit that billboard, we'd be scraping both of them off the pavement. Passengers are Jessica Hamilton. She's just a kid. She's pretty knocked around.
Kid gonna be all right?
I think so. They've taken her to central receiving. If you want to take a look around, start the ambulance.
Thanks. Do that.
One more thing. Watch out for the driver. She cuts rough.
Okay, dann wissen wir Bescheid.
If you're looking for the coroner, he's down by the crash site.
Ein Partner da runterschmeißen. Nee, wäre auch zu lustig gewesen.
Mrs. McAfee, we would like to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
I prefer to use my maiden name, June Ballard. You might be familiar with some of my work.
Can you tell us what happened here?
You're kind of cute for a cop. Maybe a bit on the serious side.
What about me, June? I'm a big fan of
You?
Beast.
I don't like. Keep out of this.
We understand that you're still suffering from the effects of the accident, Mrs. McAfee. The officer says that you claimed that you were drugged. Who did this to you?
That rat slipped us a Mickey Finn. It's no wonder I feel so dopey. I can't remember.
It's a serious offense to withhold information from the police during a criminal investigation, madam.
I told you to call me June. You're making me feel like an old lady. And don't bother your handsome head about this. My husband will settle the score with Mark Bishop.
You mentioned a Mark Bishop. You think he might have had something to do with this?
He's a movie producer. As for his involvement, you just leave it to me and my husband to worry about.
That's a lie, and you know it. This goes deeper than that.
I'm sorry. Maybe you'd like to go ahead and prove that, honey.
You're off the hook, for now. I want to know what happened between you two that made him want to commit a double murder.
Bishop offered me a part in his picture. Then he withdrew it. Fact is, we had a deal. I pressed him on it, and this is where I end up.
Dann gucken wir uns mal den Tatort an, würde ich sagen.
This is a big scene, Phelps. We need to get our bearings. Let's go see the coroner.
Gucken, was der Gerichtsmediziner zu sagen hat. Pinke.
You'll want to see this, Phelps. There, laid out on the trunk. And that isn't even the best part.
Was haben wir denn hier? Langen Brief.
She's a long way from home.
Oh, was haben wir denn hier?
They've been torn off. Where did you find them?
They were stuffed in the young lady's handbag. I'll run a trace for semen when I get back to the lab.
Looks like they're lucky they weren't more badly injured.
Must have been unconscious. Being relaxed tends to lessen the soft tissue damage.
Advice?
This is a big scene, Phelps. We need to get our bearings. Let's go see the coroner.
Drunk driver?
Maybe not.
How so?
Well, a head I found without a body piqued my interest. See what you think.
Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio. Is it real?
No. I think it's supposed to be a replica of an Indian shrunken head. It's some kind of curio or movie prop. See the casting marks?
What's it made from?
Plaster of Paris would be my first guess, then painted.
So we can rule out the murder angle?
No, you can rule that in. That thing was wedging the accelerator to the floor. Whoever did it wanted these women dead.
We should speak to Ballard again. She might not be telling us the whole story.
Bestimmt hat sie noch ein Geheimnis, was wir nicht wissen. Gehen wir nochmal zu ihr zurück.
What can you tell us about the passenger in your car?
Jessica Hamilton. Poor Jessica. It's been a rough day for her. She's desperate to break into movies. What more can I say?
How old is Jessica, Mrs. Ballard?
I couldn't say how old Jessica is. Old enough, sweetheart, as the saying goes.
We found a shrunken head. It was used to tamper with your car.
You see, I normally don't drive off cliffs. The last thing I remember is getting behind the wheel.
It's obviously some kind of movie prop. You must know where it came from.
In case you hadn't noticed, I am the talent. And the talent doesn't deal with props or sets or any of that kind of stuff. Why don't you ask Mark Bishop which prop house he uses?
Mrs. McAfee, I think it would be in everyone's best interest if you accompanied Patrolman Gonzalez back to the receiving hospital.
I'm going to be okay. These guys can take me home after. My lawyer and I have talked to the news house.
Mrs. McAfee, you are still under the influence of narcotics, and you're likely to go into shock once the drugs wear off.
And I thought you were a heel. It's nice of you to be concerned.
I think we're good here. Let's go see what we can shake out of the kid.
Fahren wir in die Klinik.
KGPL to car 11K, 11 King. The car crash victim has regained consciousness at Central Receiving Hospital.
11K Roger, en route.
So, da kommen wir nicht lang. Ah, die Treppe runter.
For this? Now look what you've done!
Gehen wir zu ihr in die Zentralklinik. Fragen wir sie mal.
Hello, Detective Phelps, here to interview a Jessica Hamilton.
Jessica Hamilton. Oh, yes. She's in the room, right behind you, Detective.
You can't hold me here. No! I
Feeling
don't
better
need
since
to
this
be
morning,
manhandled
Jessica?
by a doctor. I need
A
my
little.
lawyer.
My head still feels
Where is
sweaty.
the telephone?
Hello, Jessica. My name is Cole Phelps. I'm a policeman. I'd like to talk to you about your accident, if that's okay.
Okay.
Can you tell me what you remember about the crash?
It's all kind of fuzzy. I remember waking up here. Nothing happened yesterday.
You're holding out on me, Jessica.
Please, I want my doctor. I'm not sure I can answer any more questions right now.
We need to get in touch with your parents, Jessica, to tell them what has happened.
Oh, you don't need to worry them. They sent me along to stay with Aunt June. They trust her to take care of me.
Jessica, if you don't want me to call your father, you better tell me what happened.
Please, please don't call Daddy. Why are you being so horrible to me? Can't you see what I've been through?
I know what happened to you, Jessica. Where exactly did it take place?
Please, it's scary. It's really difficult to think of anything.
Someone tried to kill you, Jessica. Do you get it? Forget about being in movies. It's time to act like a grown-up.
I had to wear a robe and lay down on a stone. There were lights, a camera. It's not my fault. I'm not a bad girl. Why are you trying to hurt me?
How did you meet Mr. Bishop?
Well, Junie is a big movie star. You probably know that. She's doing a new movie.
What do you know about Bishop?
He makes movies. I had to do a screen test. That's when you say some lines in front of the camera with the lights turned on you.
You should think about going home.
Oh, null
Jessica.
Fragen
You're
richtig.
getting mixed up with people who will treat you like last week's trash.
Are you crazy? I can't go home. I want to be a star.
Okay.
Help me out. Let's get out of here, Phelps. Don't worry. I've got an idea.
I've told you all I know. I need to sleep now.
What now?
Let's get out of here, Phelps. Don't worry. I've got an... It's the tale of this town, Cole. Lambs that go willingly to slaughter. Who the hell is that?
Must be her lawyer. He
Weiß er schon
certainly
wieder.
expedited her release.
I don't like it, Cole. Why is she in such a hurry? We should follow her. There she
Dann
goes.
verfolgen wir
Come
sie
on.
mal unauffällig.
Ballard is definitely up to something.
Müssen vorsichtig fahren. Oh nein. Ah, scheiße. Nochmal. Ich darf die Sirene nicht einschalten. Da hat nochmal das Ganze. Egal.
It's the tale of this town, Cole. Lambs that go willingly to slaughter. Who the hell is that?
Must be her lawyer.
Ich zeige jetzt mal, was passiert, wenn man jetzt die Mission nicht Lust hat, dauernd normal zu spielen.
We should follow her.
Du kannst dreimal falsch machen und dann kannst du halt auch die Mission überspringen.
There she goes. Come on.
Ballard is definitely up to something.
Ich hasse Verfolgungsjagden und Beschattungen.
She seems to have made a remarkably speedy recovery.
Wo will sie hin?
Get in there and see what
Telefon.
she's up to.
Wir müssen leise sein. Komm schon, geh ans Telefon.
Baby?
No, I don't want him taught a lesson. You know what I want.
Verhalten uns mal ganz unauffällig.
Well, then make someone else do it. You still know people out here, don't you? Then make some calls.
Die hat irgendwas zu verbergen.
I'm going to be very clear about this. You get this done, or I'm... Wilson's Hotel. Mr. Mark Bishop, that son of a bitch, lives in apartment 803. Sure, I got the film.
Sollten wir mal hinfahren. Warten erstmal, bis sie wegfährt. Okay.
Can you drive to this one? Do we know where we're going?
Fahren wir da mal hin. Gehen wir mal dahin. Bevor es zu spät ist. Oh, ich glaube, wir sind schon zu spät. Das Klirren gehört oben.
I'm Detective Phelps. We received a call about a domestic disturbance in apartment
Wir sind noch
803.
da.
Oh, the detectives. Listen, Mrs. Bishop's pretty upset. Take the elevator and then left down the corridor. It's the last door on the right.
Bestimmt sind die Täter schon weg.
Sounds like we're about to make it a hat trick of hysterical female witnesses.
Falsche Seite. Nee, nein, nicht wieder einsteigen. Nein. Wo hat uns der Aufzug denn hingefahren? Haben wir ein Problem irgendwie? Scheint ein Spielfehler zu sein. Das ist ein Spielfehler. Hier muss ich gar nicht hin.
Bukowski, get over here.
Phelps, I'm coming.
Any ideas?
Gun it. Let's get to the apartment before someone gets hurt.
Lässt sich aber nichts öffnen. Was ist da hinten? Was ist da hinten? Ah, wir sind richtig.
LAPD, ma'am. Are you in danger?
I'm all right now. You just missed them. Horrible, awful men.
Are you injured, Mrs.
Mrs. Bishop. Gloria Bishop. Please, come in, officers. I'll just need to sit down for a moment. Forgive me.
That's perfectly normal, ma'am.
Just look at this mess.
We'll take a quick search of the premises, ma'am. You take a moment to gather your thoughts.
I will. Thank you, officer.
Great Wall of Babylon. A replica of a replica.
Untersuchen wir mal den Tatort hier. Was wir hier finden.
Presented to Mark.
Nothing significant. I don't think this is going to help us. Doesn't tell me anything.
What do you have to do to earn $20,000?
Ah, hier ist ein Bild. Looks like a mermaid in the background. Silver screen.
Who are these men in the picture?
My husband, Mark. and Marlon Hopgood. They work together on occasion. That's Hopgood's shop.
Was ist das hier?
Don't think this is anything.
Okay, dann fangen wir mit der Befragung an.
Those men, I think they work for Guy McAfee. You know the name?
No. Why should I?
June Ballard is married to Guy McAfee. Have you heard of her?
That slut. She's been badgering my husband for days.
Mrs. McAfee alleges that your husband tried to kill her and her friend last night. I think you should tell us what you know.
My husband's a movie producer. This has something to do with his new picture. He doesn't include me in his business.
June Ballard said she had a deal to be in his new picture.
Mark repeatedly told her no. He had Joan Leslie lined up for the role. That's how he got the finance. June made all kinds of threats. She was very rude to me.
You know June Ballard?
We were both on the same picture a few years back. That's how I met my husband.
Where can we find your husband, ma'am?
He told me he would be on set. That's all I know.
Either we find him or McAfee's people do, Mrs. Bishop. If you care for him, you should make sure that we find him first.
I do care for him, but I don't really know where he'd go if he were in trouble. Hopgood might know.
Why is your husband paying Lorna Hopgood $20,000?
Lorna? Marlon's ex-wife? Are you sure?
Your husband looks like he's being blackmailed. They obviously have something on him if he's prepared to kill to cover it up. Why is the payment going to Hopgood and not McAfee?
Lorna works at a check-cashing place in Hollywood. You need to ask Hopgood why he needs that much money in cash.
Your husband is in trouble. It could go easier for him if you were more helpful, Mrs. Bishop.
He's a big boy, Detective, and so are you. This is Hollywood. There's always a deal to be done.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need a location on a silver screen prop store.
Just a moment. Silver Screen Props, corner 3rd and Figueroa.
Thanks.
Machen wir uns auf den Weg dahin, würde ich sagen.
An aging movie star, a wannabe starlet, who will lose his wife. We're finally rubbing shoulders with the almost rich and famous.
And from the stories they've given us, clearly none of them can act.
Fahren wir da mal hin.
You know the way. You can drive.
Where are we going?
Come on, Bukowski. Move it.
Keep your shirt on. Here I come.
Mrs. Bishop knows more than she's letting on.
She doesn't seem to realize how much trouble her husband is in. The LAPD are the least of their worries right now.
You'd think she'd have gotten the hint after those hatchet men redecorated her.
Gucken wir mal, was uns da drin erwartet.
Phelps and Bukowski, LAPD. We're investigating the attempted murder of June Ballard and Jessica Hamilton.
Christ. I'm Marlon Hopgood. How can I help?
You hold castings here?
How'd you hear about that? I got a little soundstage out back.
Lead the way.
Dann verfolgen wir ihn mal unauffällig. Gucken, was uns da erwartet hinten. Steht denn hier eine Bären und ein ausgestopfter Bär? Hm.
Keep him here, Stefan. I'm gonna take a look around.
What's this got to do with me?
Don't try my patience, knucklehead.
So, dann gucken wir, was er hier verbirgt.
Turn off the lights, Hopgood.
Why would I want to do that?
Humor it.
Oh, Kamera.
One-way mirrors. There's a room on the other side.
Huh. Well, well. Find a way into that peep den, Phelps.
Schauen wir uns das hinführt, was er hier zu verbergen hat.
Can't be that way, Phelps. You couldn't fit a rat through there.
Ne, nicht auf der Toilette. Muss irgendwo anders sein. Ne, ist kein Ausgang. Ja, den Schrumpfkopf haben wir hier wieder.
So this is where you sprang from.
Hm. Hat noch irgendwas gefehlt? Nee. Noch mehr von denen. Guck mal, was jetzt hier ist. Nichts. Hier muss aber was sein. Ist keine Wand. Gucken wir mal, ob das Zimmer hier ist. Ja. Da beobachtet er also das Ganze.
So what happened
Ist
to the
natürlich
film
leer.
on Hamilton's screen test?
Noch? Ne. Dann mal wieder zurück zu ihm.
I have some friends in the LAPD, so I won't be leaned on.
What do you think?
Search through all this crazy movie junk.
Okay, uns fehlt noch was. Ah, hier haben wir noch vergessen. Müssen wir die Zeitung eigentlich auflesen? Hä? Noch mehr hier? Gucken wir mal, wo hier noch was ist. Tabletten. Okay.
Doping a 15-year-old kid and abusing her in a screen test. What is wrong with these people?
Was haben wir im Raum vergessen da hinten? Ah, der Film fehlt uns noch.
Jungle Drums, 8th and Francisco. Attention, Mark Bishop.
Gucken wir mal, was er uns zu sagen hat.
You ever do any work for Mark Bishop?
Mainly do work for the studios. RKO, Republic, Warner Brothers. So yeah, when Bishop was doing work for a studio, yes.
When did you last see him?
Now I'm doing work for his next picture. Still pre-production though. Haven't seen him around here in a while.
He was here yesterday, and something happened that pushed him over the edge. You're holding out on us, Hopgood.
You know, I have very good connections with the Vice Squad.
Yeah, well, there's a surprise.
They won't appreciate you coming in here and strong-arming me.
McAfee's men are looking for Bishop. We need to find him first. Any idea where he might have gone to ground?
If he really tried to kill McAfee's wife, my advice to him would be to leave town.
I'm warning you, Hopgood. If you give him up to McAfee and we find out about it...
Wind it back a notch, tough guy. I'm telling you, I don't know where he is.
That's all for now, Hopgood. We're taking you in.
Phelps! Roy,
Oh,
your
boy.
advice. Hold on a moment. This is clearly a vice case. You've been roughing up my informant?
Hopgood is a vice informer?
Yes, he is, Phelps, and a very important one. Look at that mug. Have you been upsetting these two officers, Marlin?
So we just drop it?
You do if you know what's good for you. You need to catch the movie producer before an angry husband does, from what I'm hearing.
I'll be making a full report to the captain.
Ich hasse Roy einfach.
You do that, kid. We're all
Kann
very
ihn nicht
impressed
leiden.
with you.
Let it slide, Cole. Let's get out of here.
Detective.
Das gibt Ärger.
Johnny Goldberg. You work for Mickey C.
That's right, detectives.
You wouldn't happen to know the guys who roughed up Mrs. Bishop earlier today by any chance?
No, not us. We don't do that kind of thing. It's the husband we'd like to talk to.
This is a police matter. You don't want to be taken in for obstruction of justice, do you, boys?
You could try the obstruction rap, but it won't stick. We could beat that.
You've had your 10 cents worth, gentlemen.
Bishop knows how the world works. Mrs. McAfee hits him up for a movie part. Happens every day. But Bishop takes it a step too far and tries to rub out Mrs. McAfee. Naturally, Guy is going to get upset.
What made you think Bishop would be here?
We figure he might be planning a little accident for Hopgood, too. Those two guys have got some unfinished business. You let us know if you find Bishop. Guy McAfee can be a very generous man.
I'm only going to warn you once, gentlemen, to stay out of this. This is a police matter. We will be bringing Mark Bishop into custody.
Das sieht nach Ärger jetzt.
Kinda dumb, but polite.
But I'm a lot less polite, you smug son of a bitch. So let me put it in ruder terms that even a pair of blockheads like you might understand. The only reason that you don't have bars on your windows already is because you're small fry. And we don't waste our time on small fry. You stay away. From Bishop, and you stay away from me. Is that clear enough for you, asshole? Now run along back to your boss so we can pat you on the head and tell you what good boys you are.
Uh-oh. Oh, scheiße. Oh, da kommt noch mehr. Scheiße. Fuck. So, schnell zum Filmset.
You can drive. And where exactly are we going?
Let's see him chase us now. On to the movie set, Phelps. Let's roll. There's the slippery bastard now.
No. God damn it!
Okay, schnell hinterher.
Phelps, I'll cover the exit.
Schnell hinterher rennen.
Mark Bishop, stop! LAPD!
11K calling KGPL, requesting assistance at 8th and Francisco, the abandoned movie set. My partner is pursuing suspect on foot.
Komm.
Code 3, KGPL.
Komm schon.
We're trying to help you, Bishop!
This is all a big mistake!
Oh, komm schon.
It's us or McAfee's boys, your choice.
Beeilen hier.
Get the hell out of here, you goddamn man!
Bishop, that's enough.
That girl made it all up!
Schnell.
Don't make this any harder on yourself, Bishop.
It's June Ballard! She's blackmailing me!
Hands in the air, Bishop. Move another inch and you're dead.
Mark Bishop, you're under arrest for the attempted murder of June Ballard and the rape and attempted murder of Jessica Hamilton.
All right, I'll come quietly. Just don't kill me. If you found me, then McAfee's goons will too. Oh, we need to get out of here.
All right, but you stay close. Any tricks, and I'll save McAfee's boys the trouble.
Follow me. I know another way out of this place. Christ, detective, they're trying to kill me.
Komm runter.
Last chance to back.
It's this way.
Jetzt noch runter.
McAfee doesn't make the rules. You hear?
Kill the.
There's no way out of here. I thought you said you knew where you were going.
We have to jump for it.
LAPD, you're making a big mistake.
Na komm, wieso springst du nicht, Cole?
Is this really the best McAfee's got?
Scheiße, von wo schießt er denn? Wo? Was machst du denn? In Deckung bleiben? Wie kriegen wir die da auf der anderen Seite?
Hit him from this distance. Damn it. Out of range.
Mist. So weit weg. Oh! Aber wir müssen einmal kurz in Deckung gehen. Okay, runter.
Get him over here, I'll cover you! Come on, the cavalry's here!
This is all Dallas' fault.
Don't try. Stay down.
Uh-oh.
Follow me. We need to get him to the car.
There's an army of them. We're done for.
Find some cover. Can't drop him.
Können wir eine Waffe nehmen hier? Ja.
Get him to the car. I can cover you from here. You're almost there.
Stay in.
Let's go. Stay with me.
All right, let's kill these rat bastards. Give it up, chump. I know you're there.
Let's go. Now.
Now this
Geschafft.
is what I call a result. Mark Bishop, erstwhile film producer and all-around piece of shit, catches a fast ticket to Quentin for statch rape and attempted murder. So he gets to spend the next 15 years playing sissy instead of sticking it to little girls. That is justice with a capital J, Detective Phelps. You developed such a reputation, I'm not going to be able to hold on to you any longer. You're getting promoted.
Wir werden
Go
befördert.
on, get your new assignment. It was good working with you, son.
Phelps, Bukowski, this your work?
Can I help you, Detective?
Sorry, Cap. Didn't see you there.
Yeah, I'll bet you did. This is a traffic case. You need something?
I'm here to buy a drink for the 2 LAPD traffic cops who broke the back of Guy McAfee's private army. You don't have a problem with that, do you, Captain?
Go right ahead.
Get in. I'm buying. You'll like this place. A lot of movie people hang out here. You like jazz, Cole? The hopheads love it.
Sure, I guess.
Big bands and swing I can understand, but this bebop palaver? How are you supposed to dance to that? This is Phelps, Leroy. Be nice to him. You'll like this place. They treat you right.
You like a table, Roy?
What do you think we want to do? Stand at the bar like
I'll
chumps?
get a table ready for you then.
Don't look so happy to see me, Alphonse. I might get the wrong impression. Cole, this is Alphonse.
He's a French Negro from Africa. Can you beat that?
The Congo.
A pleasure to meet you, Alphonse. Is Elsa singing tonight?
Yes, she is. She has the next set.
Come on, Cole. You can meet Elsa while they're fixing us a table. You'll like her. She's something else.
Maybe another night, Roy. She's pretty beat up about it.
Get your hands off me. Don't ever tell me what to do or what not to do, Alphonse. You got a nice club here. Don't spoil it.
If you will follow me, detectives. Just through the door.
He was my only real friend, Harlan. We went through it all. Do you realize what he meant to me?
Of course I do.
You have no idea. You said it was construction work.
It was an industrial accident, Elsa. How can I be held responsible?
Elsa, are you going on?
Louis, for God's sake, he was my best friend. The only man who ever loved me without putting his hands on me.
Hi, Elsa. Here's someone I'd like you to meet. Cole Phelps, war hero and crime fighter extraordinaire.
And why would I want to meet another fascist from the LAPD?
Sorry about this, Cole. What an evening I'm having. First a Negro puts his hands on me, and then this. Who do you think you're talking to, you German junkie whore? Don't you ever forget your place with me again. Do you hear me? Evening, Doc. How's business?
Sanguine. Louis, help me here. I'm gonna have to give her something before her performance.
Blow it off, Cole. These artsy-fartsy types always get a little flighty. Meet Dr. Harlan Fontaine, doctor to the stars. Mr. Fix-It to the mental wreckage of Hollywood. So what about that drink, boys?
Ja, Verkehrsdezernat abgeschlossen. Dann bin ich jetzt befördert ins Morddezernat. Das machen wir aber dann morgen einen anderen Tag auf jeden Fall. Ob ich morgen Abend noch Zeit habe, weiß ich nicht. Mal gucken. Wir fahren jetzt auf jeden Fall nochmal kurz im Verkehrsdezernat auf Streife. Okay, da doch 6 Monate später. Okay, da wird es weitergehen dann, aber das machen wir heute nicht mehr. Ich werde jetzt noch ein paar Straßeneinsätze fahren. Da ich die Abteilung jetzt freigeschaltet habe, können wir nämlich jetzt freie Fahrt machen. Hier kannst du halt jetzt verschiedene Straßeneinsätze machen. Dafür kriegst du halt Punkte. Ich würde sagen, mache ich das noch ein paar Minuten.
Is hiding from me. I will find you all and eat you. Yes, sir. Damn! Why these places have so much preparation H? Ooh wee! Benny's give me speed.
Okay, Verfolgungsjagd.
Get the hell down from there, you lunatic! You really need to lay off the pills.
Bastard! Do it again!
Okay, wir haben ihn.
You're behind the wheel.
Rang 9 haben wir schon.
All units, officer needs help. 333 South Main Street. 333 South Main Street. Officer needs help. 211 and shots fired. Unit to handle code 3, identify.
Car 11K, we'll handle the help call.
11K, your help call is a globe.
What's the situation?
We got a hold-up gun sour.
Schießerei.
3 guns locked themselves in with 2 hostages. I tried to go on through the front, but the place is a fortress. I nearly got a mouthful of lead from my trouble.
All right. I'll see if I can get in through the back.
All right, I'll stay here and keep them busy.
Let's go.
Kann ich jetzt das von vorne versuchen? Oh, jetzt ist der...
What are we waiting for?
Okay, schnell hinterher.
Try to keep up, Stefan.
Yep. Soon as I'm finished.
Come on, Bukowski, move it.
Really hurts.
Quick, up the stairs. Get after him.
Oh, der hat eine Geisel.
Put the weapon down now.
Scheiße. Ich hab die Geisel getötet. Sollte so eigentlich sein. Sorry.
All units, officer needs help. 333 South Main Street. 333 South Main Street. Officer needs help.
What's the situation?
We got a hold-up gun sour. 3 guns locked themselves in with 2 hostages. I tried to go on through the front, but the place is a fortress. I nearly got a mouthful of lead from my trouble.
All right. I'll see if I can get in through the back.
All right, I'll stay here and keep them busy.
Let's go. Let's try the back.
Try to keep up, Stefan.
I'm busy here, Phelps.
Bukowski, get over here. Throw out the guns. Stay down.
Up the stairs. Get after him.
Put the weapon down now.
Na komm.
You fucking ass.
I need to go over the case notes. Can you drive to this one?
Any Central unit of 415 possible mental case at 7th and Flower. Unit to handle code 3 identify.
This is car 11K. We'll handle the 415.
11K, your 415 is at the Alico station at Wilshire and Flower.
Possible mental case. Good.
You're the one who's been sending cosmic rays into my room. I'll show you. Yes, sir. You're not going to control my thoughts anymore.
Just calm down, sir.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Give it up, LAPD!
These people!
All right, if you really want to dance.
Okay, haben ihn. Wir haben ihn das erste Mal gelöst, ohne dass er stirbt. Das erste Mal in dem Spiel.
You know the way. You can drive.
Any unit able to handle citizen reports at 211 in progress. 43070 State Street. Unit to handle code 3 identify.
11K responding. Go ahead.
11K citizen reports at 211 in progress at 437.
Kid, drop that money one more time and you're a goner.
Sorry, mister. It's just my hands are shaking.
Shut up! Get the money in the bag.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Hurry the hell up, will you? Come on. It's goddamn cops!
Careful! He's got a gun!
Was machst du denn, Cole?
What the hell?
Schnell hinterher. Okay, ich bleib stehen.
Car 11K to KGPL. Bristol Hotel 211 is code 4.
Units be advised, code 4 at the Bristol Hotel on 8th Street, code 4.
Okay, Leute, das war's für mich im Livestream heute. Mal gucken, wann ich wieder online komme die Woche. Ich habe noch keine Ahnung. Aber vielen Dank fürs Zusehen und bis bald.
That's the cop.
You coming, Stefan?
Okay, partner.